Greetings and blessings, everyone. We're back with another collective tarot card reading for Tuesday, July the 2nd, 2025. This reading comes from the Smith Waite Tarot deck, the Centennial Edition. Shout out to Rambling Mike from Rambling Mike Nation for the deck. The card of the day is the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords can represent destruction, humiliation, violation. First, let's talk about the swords. Swords are about, mental. It's about mental, your mental thinking, and things that go on in your mind. So this battle here that has been being fought is a mental battle, and there are winners and losers. As you can see, there is a guy standing here, and he has two swords over his left shoulder and one in his right hand planted in the ground. The two swords on his left shoulder represents his ability to give and receive mentally, because it's on the left side, the side of receptivity. The sword in his right hand that's planted into the earth is him asserting his dominance over winning the situation. You have two figures in the background who are going through the things I was just describing: humiliation, feeling like they were violated, degraded, destroyed. They feel like there was a loss. They feel weak. And the guy holding the swords, he's feeling like he's feeling victorious. As you can see, there's an evil grin or a wicked grin on his face. This represents cocky behavior or smug behavior. As you can see, the guys in the back, they are retreating. They're trying to get away from the situation with this guy. Now, when you think about applying this to your life, I want you to think about the areas where you are battling, mentally. And another thing I need to mention is swords, is also about communication, because, this is, that's what swords represent: communication, whether it's mental or verbal. Because, you use your brain to, to communicate things throughout your body. So I need you to think about where in your life you're having, a verbal or a mental, a battle. Are you feeling like the person who, is, asserting their dominance, who's feeling like they're winning, at all cost, no matter who gets hurt? Or are you the person that is retreating, that feels like, that they were defeated or exiled or, violated in some form or fashion? This figure, can represent a lack of virtue as well. Like, not doing the right thing, being, sneaky and sly and, doing things, against, morality. I'm sorry. Just to win, this mental or verbal battle. Now, I pulled a shadow work card to go along with this reading, and the shadow work card for today is envy. It says to remind yourself no one has it all. It's okay to celebrate others' successes. You truly are good enough. Now, when I put these two cards together, collective, if any of you are feeling like that you lost a battle, whether that was verbally or mentally, you feel like you're losing it, or you're feeling envious, because that could be a mental thing, feeling envious. No one has it all. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop expecting, having so many expectations where you're being let down and left with feelings of, being defeated. Feeling like, the wickedness is against you, or you're being like you're going through destruction or being exiled out of situations. Envy can bring about all of those type of situations. So if you have any envy in your heart or towards anyone, any situation, it's best to do your best to try to release that from your spirit. And I hope you all enjoyed this message for today. It's been an honor to be able to bring it to you. I hope you all have a great and wonderful rest of your day. See you soon.